Hello, Colas. Welcome back to Viva Barca and welcome to another interesting episode where we are going to discuss on the latest stories for FC Barcelona. We start with manager Xavi Hernandez, as new report claims that Barcelona board members are losing confidence in Xavi. So, is his job under threat? We are going to discuss more on that as we move ahead. Secondly, talking on this other report, claiming that Barca will sign a superstar in the summer. Who would this superstar likely be? We are going to discuss on that. So as we get right into it, please do ensure to subscribe if you haven't. If you're just coming across the channel for the very first time, you are so much welcome. Consider liking the video and please watch it right up to the very end. The managerial hot seat at FC Barcelona comes with its unique demands and pressure like nowhere else, and anyone taking over the reins needs to have immense mental fortitude. So, when Xavi Hernandez was installed as manager in November 2021, replacing Ronald Koeman, there were some skeptics, given his lack of experience managing an elite club. But the legendary former midfielder was given the vote of confidence owing to his familiarity and knowledge of the club's philosophy. Xavi, to a large extent, repaid the faith, leading Barca to a second place finish in La Liga last season after having the first season, that is the 2021-22 season, after having taken over at a point when the top four looked unlikely. Subsequently, he even ended Barcelona's trophy drought since 2021 as the Blaugrana won the La Liga and the Spanish Super Cup in the last campaign, his first full season in charge. But doubts are still creeping in. On the back of his success last season, Xavi was handed a new contract extension at Barcelona that runs until the summer of 2025. However, doubts are starting to creep in about the 43-year-old tactician, as the team's performances have dipped over the past 6 weeks or so. Indeed, journalist Alex Pintanel is reporting that some of the board members at Barcelona have lost confidence in Xavi. It has been a rough road for Barcelona post the October international break, with defeat against Real Madrid and Shakhtar Donetsk coming as a big blow, while performances versus some of the lesser sides like Alaves and Rayo Vallecano left a lot to be desired. A 1-0 win over Atletico Madrid seemed to be a turning point, but Barcelona succumbed to a heavy 4-2 defeat to Girona in the Catalan derby on Sunday, which seems to have thrown the cat among the pigeons. And of course, also the fact that Xavi Hernandez's comments did not go down too well. As has already been reported in the media, Xavi's post-match comments after the loss against Girona, where he mentioned that the team was still under construction and that his side were better than Girona, have not gone down too well with some of the higher-ups. Xavi, at this point, has a lower win percentage than even a certain Quique Setien as the manager of Barcelona. Furthermore, reports of unrest and disruption in the dressing room have also started to emerge, with it even being suggested that some players believe they know more than Xavi. Not to forget, President Juan Laporta got involved in the squad selection for the game against Royal Antwerp according to a report, allegedly forcing Xavi to include some players who were initially being given a rest. Despite that, it is suggested that there is good harmony between the president and the manager. It was also reported that the decision to amend the squad list was not forced but made unanimously by Xavi, held a discussion with Laporta and the sporting director Deco. But with the 43-year-old starting to lose support in the boardroom, a few more missteps could spell trouble for him. Even if there is no immediate change midway through the season, the situation could be assessed in the summer and changes could possibly be made. I knew at some point we would talk about this after all the terrible results we have been having. Or, of course, yesterday's game against Royal Antwerp, what a disaster. I mean, yes, we might have been the one to end up topping the table due to the head-to-head with Porto, but that's a game that we're supposed to win. Not, but I mean, even to look for a draw, we couldn't. And of course, there's a lot of questions that needs to be addressed. Xavi Hernandez is not doing too well. I don't care what other people will say, like he's still trying to, whatever he said, construction or whatever. That's no excuse. This team is not doing well, and Xavi needs to improve. And I'm not surprised about the report of a potential sack because he's been awful. This team has not been doing quite well, and I'm not feeling happy about it. So I don't know how things go, but we hope that things change for the better. Then on to the next story of discussion. The past few transfer windows have been difficult for Barcelona owing to their difficult financial situation. Despite that, the club have found ways to strengthen the squad significantly by bringing in notable players through the doors. The situation is unlikely to be much different next season as far as the economic situation is concerned, and as such, FC Barcelona might have to rely on some player sales to make major signings. Despite things being the way they are, Barcelona appear to have some grand plans for the summer transfer window. Indeed, as per Jose Alvarez of El Chiringuito TV, Barcelona will make a superstar signing in the summer transfer window of 2024. Plans are already underway to make the transfers of both Joao Cancelo and Joao Felix permanent, and it appears that Barca want to add a superstar beyond that next summer. As mentioned earlier, making any big move will require Barca to sanction some notable departures, and it is being claimed that the idea is for Barca to offload star striker Robert Lewandowski and get rid of his salary to create space for new faces. It is further stated that if Lewandowski leaves, Vitor Roque will be installed as the first choice centre forward, potentially freeing up space for new signings. The Blaugrana have been linked with some notable players already, even though the summer window is still a long way. Joshua Kimmich of Bayern is back at the club's agenda as a solution for the pivot midfield position. There have also been links to Newcastle United's Bruno Guimaraes, with the club reportedly looking for a Yaya Toure profile in the center of the park. Man City's Bernardo Silva continues to remain a dream target for Xavi and Barca, while Bayer Leverkusen's Florian Wirtz is also very much admired at the club. It will certainly be interesting to see if Barca do indeed go ahead with this strategy come summer. So, as with that, we have come to an end of this episode. Thanks so much for watching. Bye bye.